Copenhagen has always been pretty high on my bucket list because I love coziness, interiors, and pastries, and those are 3 things that Copenhagen is known for. So I took a quick trip over for the weekend, and here's what I got up to. The first thing I did when I arrived in Copenhagen was to grab a city pass ticket, which allows you to travel on all methods of transportation for 3 days in the zones that you choose. The ticket is validated when you buy it, so you don't have to tap in or tap out or anything, but just make sure if you get one of these, keep it on you and keep it accessible because they do go around and check and make sure that you have one. It is 6 p.m. on Friday. I just got in and I checked into my hotel, which I'll show you when we get back tonight. But right now, I'm on my way to a Christmas market. It's November 17th, in case you're wondering, and a lot of the Christmas markets have just opened up today. All my friends with weak ankles, beware when coming here because the cobblestone is kind of scary. But this is beautiful. Probably worth rolling an ankle, to be honest. Made it! It's so cute. I learned that Christmas markets are not technically a Danish tradition, and I wouldn't say the ones in Copenhagen are good enough to travel there specifically for them, but if you happen to be in the area when they're on, definitely check them out because they are very cute. Now it's time for my favorite activity, which is wandering around, looking at things while drinking a cozy drink. I don't know, it's something about that. It's just like literally my ideal evening. Okay, in the least creepy way possible, look how cozy this building looks. Like you can see people on top and bottom. I love it. Okay, we are back at the hotel. Let's do a little room tour. Here it is. I'll show you more, but I'm staying at the Absalon Hotel. Hotels in Copenhagen are expensive. So this is a single room and yeah, let me flip the camera around. Okay, so bed, closet thing, desk. I'll show you the view in a sec. But wow, lots of mirrors in here. Okay. The bathroom is quite nice. Here's the cute view. Look at this little space-saving device. Cute. Good morning. I have a walking tour that I'm about to go to, but I'm gonna try and snag some coffee before I do that. I fully got on the metro going the wrong way this morning, so I'm in a bit more of a rush than I was hoping to be. But I think I have a few minutes to grab coffee. I see the people over there for the tour, so I'm close. I did it and I have 3 minutes to spare. We're on the oldest street in Copenhagen, and the guide said that the name of the street means toilet street, which I think is funny. The walking tour was great. We learned a lot actually, and I'll tell you one fun fact. So there's this king who was known as a great communicator, and his name was Harold B. I can't remember the Danish word for his last name, but when they were making Bluetooth, they actually knew about this man who was a great communicator, and they named it Bluetooth because of the king who was a great communicator. So the actual symbol for Bluetooth is like a runic symbol that combines H and B, which are Harold Bluetooth. Ooh, something else I learned that's very important if you come here is that it's a 1,000 kroner fine for jaywalking, so you always have to make sure to wait for the green man. I think that's roughly like $100, so be careful. All right, we're back. We walked through here very briefly on the walking tour, but I wanted to come really soak it all in. I'm on my way now to go see the Little Mermaid statue, which I've heard is very disappointing, but I feel like you have to do it when you come to Copenhagen. And I now have an excuse to take the ferry, so I'm gonna go see if I can do that. A mistake was made. Basically, the ferry stop that I was meant to get off at is closed, which I didn't realize till I was already on the ferry. Now I'm stranded on an island. I can't get off of it. So I think I have actually figured it out. Thank you, City Mapper. No thank you to Google Maps who took me on the ferry. But it was a nice little journey anyway. I would just like to say that despite what you've seen in this video, I am generally good at navigating public transportation, and I don't think it's that hard in Copenhagen. I think I was just having an off day. Well, that was a bit of a detour, and for what? I don't really know, because I still have to walk 15 minutes. I did all that to avoid like a 25-minute walk. But here we are. We got to see more of the city. That's always a good thing. Yeah, this Little Mermaid, I know it's not gonna be worth all this, but I gotta see it anyway. We made it, finally. I've just caught my first glimpse. Oh, she's cute. All right, we can check this off the bucket list. There's so many people. I have almost made it to one of my most highly anticipated stops here in Copenhagen, which is Juno the Bakery. And I first heard about this through Ashlyn Salisbury. Her and her family used to live in Copenhagen for 11 years. They recently moved to Spain, but she absolutely raves about Juno the Bakery. And then also the pastry chef there used to be the pastry chef at Noma, which at one point was the world's like most Michelin star rewarded restaurant. So I'm very excited to try something. I was expecting a queue, and sure enough there is a queue, but it doesn't look too bad. So I'm gonna go join and hopefully get something yummy. It smells so good. All right, I've got 3 things to try. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got this, and then they brought out this, and I was like, oh, I kind of want that. I don't even know what it is, but it looks really good. And then I also got a cardamom one. That is so good. Wow, 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 wow. Now for this, I think it's some sort of blackberry donut. I was not expecting that. This might be the best thing I've ever had in my life. 9.5 out of 10. 11 out of 10. To be determined. I am walking up the round tower. I don't know if you can hear me, it's very echoing here. This is one of the nicer towers I've climbed, because usually they're like spiral stairs, but this you can walk right up. Ooh, it's so blue. Here we are. I just won Sister of the Year because earlier on the tour guide was telling us how the Queen of Denmark submitted some illustrations to J.R.R. Tolkien anonymously, because she just really liked drawing and liked the Lord of the Rings series, and he put them in the Danish version of his book. So I just got that. My little brother collects Lord of the Rings, so I'm very excited to give this to him. I hope I can put this in the vlog. I don't know if I should, because it's not Christmas yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens. For dinner, I went to Popl Burger, which is run by the chefs from Noma, and they have a takeaway counter that you can go up to, and you don't have to make a reservation or wait in a queue or anything. I mean, there might be a queue, but when I went, there was no queue. But yeah, it was really good, and I would recommend, although kind of expensive, although I would say probably all food in Copenhagen is pretty expensive. I am now on the hunt for some gløgg, which does not sound appetizing, but my tour guide told me that it was like a Danish mulled wine, so I'm gonna try it out. I'm at the Christmas market on the harbor, which I should know the actual name of. I'm sorry, I'll put it on the screen. There it is. Here's the gløgg. I wish you could smell this. It smells like Christmas in a cup. That's actually so good. I'm not actually a huge fan of mulled wine, but this is really good. Hello, we are back at the hotel. I want to try my pastry. I'm like honestly full, but I really want to try it at least. And I also forgot to grab a fork. So, do I just try and bite down on it? I feel like that's a bad idea. I don't know. They do texture really well. Like, it's one thing to do flavors really well. The textures of the 3 things I've tried, impeccable. If you take away one thing from this video, it should definitely be to go to Juno the Bakery. Good morning. It's a rainy one today, so we are gonna do some cozy things. First, we're gonna go to a cafe, then a museum, then do some shopping. It's gonna be great. Mostly inside. I don't know how I feel about that coffee shop. It was very cute and like I liked the aesthetic, but it was very much hipster coffee. And I don't know if anyone will get this like analogy, but I prefer like a classic coffee over a hipster coffee. I just find hipster coffees, they taste a little off to me. But if you like that kind of coffee, definitely go there. And also very cute. It was really busy, and then I was sitting in the window and this like running group came and they were all like standing outside drinking their coffee and talking, and I was just kind of like eye to eye with them. So I started reading my books just to make it less awkward. I am on my way to the Design Museum, which I'm very excited about. Copenhagen is known for their interiors, and I'm very excited to see more of the history of it. This spoon is a crime. I hate it. If you have any interest in design, I think that you will really like this museum. I especially like the interactive parts where they had these things that you could like design your own lamps and tables and benches and stuff. Overall, I thought it was very cool and I left feeling very inspired. Sticking with the theme of design and interiors, I went to a bunch of interior shops, one of which was Hay House, and this is really cool. It's multi-level and they have lots of cool, fun little home decor, and they have a concept room set up, and I really liked it. Quite expensive, but one place that was a little bit more affordable was Notre Dame, and they have kind of an eclectic range of things, but mostly like interiors and little aesthetically pleasing trinkets. I'm not even ready for this. And for the pièce de résistance studio, oh no, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll put it on the screen, but I was so excited to go here because when I was in Edinburgh a few months ago, I was at this coffee shop and I was obsessed with the mug that I had, and I posted it on my Instagram stories and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this mug, isn't it so cute? And someone messaged me and said it was from this store. So I was so excited to go there, and I picked up the exact mug in a different color. Alright, I'm here at Rosenborg Castle. I actually wasn't sure if I'd have time to do this today, but I'm excited that I do. So let's go check it out. It's quite dark and moody in here, so I feel like it's the perfect thing for like a rainy day. And that was my quick weekend trip to Copenhagen. I had such a great time. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like videos like this, make sure to subscribe. And as always, I will see you next time. Bye!